All right, we're on.
I'd like to welcome you to Tuesday, August 1st, 2023 Warrenton Board of Alderman meeting. I would ask that you please rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance with us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item would be the consent agenda.
We have the regular and executive session minutes from July 18th, 2023, and to purchase a 3/4 ton pickup truck from Don Brown Chevrolet in the amount of $58,055. The budget amount was $60,000, and this is from the state bid.
Entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda items as submitted.
So moved.
Second. Motion made by Schultz, second by McCollum. Roll call vote.
Alderman Miller?
Yes.
Alderman Schultz?
Yes.
Alderman Crump is absent. Alderman Quarter?
Yes.
Alderman Cullum?
Yes.
Alderman Romaker?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0 with one absent. Next will be public comments. We just ask that if you have something you'd like to address to us, please step forward to the podium, speak your name, and address the issue. We'll give you 5 minutes to speak. Not seeing anyone, we'll move on. Board of Alderman comments.
Nothing.
Anyone? None. It'll be a quick meeting tonight. Next will be approved the street closures for the WHS Homecoming Parade. If you don't know what WHS is, it's Warrenton High School.
And this, I believe, is the same route as they've done, I don't know, for a year, I don't know how many years past. It's going to start down here on Main Street and go up to the high school, basically like the Fair Board does.
I don't think they've ever asked for a change on that.
No.
Anybody have any questions or comments? I'll entertain a motion to approve the street closure for the WHS Homecoming Parade on October 1st, 2023.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Alderman Cullum, seconded by Alderman Quarter. Roll call vote.
Alderman Schultz?
Yes.
Alderman Quarter?
Yes.
Alderman Cullum?
Yes.
Alderman Romaker?
Yes.
Alderman Miller?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0 with one absent. Next, we have the approved liquor by the drink liquor license for Tournament Sports Management located at 2057 Jaspering Lane. Is there any questions on that? I'll entertain a motion to approve the liquor by the drink liquor license for the Tournament Sports Management located at 2057 Jasper Lane.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Alderman Schultz, seconded by Alderman Quarter. Roll call vote.
Alderman Quarter?
Yes.
Alderman Cullum?
Yes.
Alderman Romaker?
Yes.
Alderman Miller?
Yes.
Alderman Schultz?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0 with one absent. Next will be the approved Decatur liquor license for Fall Festival on September 23rd, 2023. That'll be for Momos Cupboard, Casa Tequila, and Small Batch Winery. Are there any questions on that? Entertain a motion to approve the Decatur liquor license for the Fall Festival for Momos Cupboard, Casa Tequila, and Small Batch Winery.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Romaker, seconded by Alderman Cullum. Roll call vote.
Alderman Schultz, did you have a question?
No.
Alderman Cullum?
Yes.
Alderman Romaker?
Yes.
Alderman Miller?
Yes.
Alderman Schultz?
Yes.
Alderman Quarter?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0 with one absent. Next, we will hear from City Administrator Brandy Walter.
Good evening. The first thing that I have for you tonight is a code change for public festivals within the Main Street Overlay District, and this is strictly if someone was to want to close down Main Street. We originally had this code where they would have to go to WDA for approval, and after a planning meeting, and we decided that we were going to eliminate out of the code. Now it's strictly they fill out the application, they bring it to staff reviews it, and goes over everything like ingress, egress, all the different things they would need for a festival, and it has to be done within 30 days instead of 120, and then it would come to the board for approval.
Any questions on that from anyone? This is a bill.
Yes.
Any questions?
Why did they remove it from the
Downtown Association, the water review?
I think it was requested by the Downtown Association
Requested
to not
by
do
them.
that, wasn't it?
Right, what we had done originally was we would do if they did a festival, they would have to send it to the WDA for approval, and we just eliminated that piece.
Some changes within the board of the WDA, and they would like to get away from that. When they change it, then people will change it. Okay. I think we want to shorten the span of days too, correct?
Correct.
Any other questions? I'll entertain a motion for the first reading of bill number 49-23.
So move. Second.
Motion made by Alderman Miller, second by Alderman Rollmaker.
An ordinance repealing and replacing Section 500.080 subsection D of the Municipal Code of the City of Warrenton, Missouri regarding public festivals within the Main Street Overlay District.
Entertain a motion for the second reading of bill number 49-23.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Alderman Porter, second by Alderman Schultz.
An ordinance repealing and replacing Section 500.080 subsection D of the Municipal Code of the City of Warrenton, Missouri regarding public festivals within the Main Street Overlay District.
Roll call vote.
Alderman Rollmaker?
Yes.
Alderman Miller?
Yes.
Alderman Schultz?
Yes.
Alderman Quarter?
Yes.
Alderman Cullum?
Yes. Bill passes 5-0 with one absent.
Next thing I have for you tonight is the real estate purchasing agreement for the Picnic property to be sold, and there is also a bill to follow that.
Any questions for that, or would you like time to review it? All right, I'll entertain a motion for the first reading of bill number 50-23.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Alderman Cullum, seconded by Alderman Quarter.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to negotiate and execute a real estate purchase agreement by and between the City of Warrenton and Hickory Ridge Family LLC for the sale of certain real estate.
Entertain a motion for the second reading of bill number 50-23.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Alderman Rollmaker, seconded by Alderman Miller.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to negotiate and execute a real estate purchase agreement by and between the City of Warrenton and Hickory Ridge Family LLC for the sale of certain real estate.
Vote.
Alderman Miller?
Yes.
Alderman Schultz?
Yes.
Alderman Quarter?
Yes.
Alderman Cullum?
Yes.
Alderman Rollmaker?
Yes.
Bill passes 5-0 with one absent.
The next thing I have for you is I wanted to give you an update with the senior center. We provide Meals on Wheels with them, and they had all 4 quarters turned in for the year, and we provided 6,121 meals to the City of Warrenton, which totaled $1.50 per meal at $9,181.50. So it stayed under budget. The next thing that I have for you is August 23rd at 5:30. Again, is P&Z and the Board of Alderman meeting. And then August 30th at 5 p.m. is the work session regarding the homeless. And that's all that I have.
So give those two dates again, please. August what?
August 23rd at 5:30 and August 30th at 5. I think that's it. 5 and then 5:30.
Meeting on the 23rd, what was that for
I'm
again?
sorry, at 23rd it's at 5 and the 30th is at 5:30.
The meeting on the 23rd, what was that for?
P&Z.
That's P&Z and the Board of Aldermen together.
Okay.
Any other questions? Thank you, Brandy. Next, we'll hear from City Clerk Melody Rue.
This is the bill for the annexation that the public hearing was held at the last meeting. There has been no objections, and this is the bill in order to incorporate the property.
Got it. I'll entertain a motion for the first reading of bill number 51-23.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Alderman Cullum, second by Alderman Schultz.
An ordinance annexing a certain unincorporated area contiguous to the city limits of the City of Warrenton, Missouri, and generally located north of Interstate 70 and east of Big Creek on the Northwest Service Road into the City of Warrenton, Missouri.
Entertain a motion for the second reading of bill number 51-23.
So moved. Second.
Miller, second by McCorder.
An ordinance annexing a certain unincorporated area contiguous to the city limits of the City of Warrenton, Missouri, and generally located north of Interstate 70 and east of Big Creek on the Northwest Service Road into the City of Warrenton, Missouri.
Roll call vote.
Alderman Schultz?
Yes.
Alderman Quarter?
Yes.
Alderman Cullum?
Yes.
Alderman Rollmaker?
Yes.
Alderman Miller?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0 with one absent. I'm sorry, bill passes 5-0 with one absent. Am I correct? Thank you. Next, we'll hear from Finance Officer Dana Blaska.
Good evening, Mayor and Board. You have before you this evening the financial statements for June of 2023. So this is preliminary year-end statements. We still have a lot of audit adjustments, things that have to be accrued and things at year-end before we generate our final statements, and the auditors will be here to present those later. On the financial statements you see before you, you see that in the general fund, we have revenues in excess of budget by $27,000 total. Expenses in the general fund about $400,000 below budget. In the revenue side, there's a lot of the types of revenues that were maybe 30 or 40,000 within budget. They might be slightly over. Permitting was 60,000 above budget, and again, in that case, it's primarily one large commercial permitting that happened that pushed it above budget. In the expense side, as we talked about 400,000 below budget, and a good chunk of that, maybe half, related to vacancies in departments, primarily the police department. In the transportation fund, you'll see revenues about 34,000 below budget, while expenses, again, 176,000 below budget, again, primarily related to wages and benefits for vacant positions throughout the year. In the water and sewer fund, revenues are about 261,000 above budget in there, and spread out between water revenue, sewer, industrial sewer, and interest earned. So on the expense side, 243 below budget, so we spent less than expected, and again, about half of that related to wage and benefits on vacancies. The other items in your packet include the expenses for the month of July that actual checks were written on. So there's a list of claims that were brought before us and paid throughout July. Didn't know if there was any questions either related to the June financials or any of the items paid during the month of July. Okay.
Lisa? Any other questions? Thank you. Next, we'll hear from Aquatics Director Lisa Kramer.
Good evening. You have my June and July aquatic report in front of you. Some highlights from that are that the summer so far, we've had 8,962 people come through our doors, which is up about 190 people from last year. Our swim lessons are at capacity, and so much so that we added more classes than what we had last year, and those filled as well. Back in June, we had our first world's largest swim lesson that was put on by the country, and we had 11 community kids participate in it, and 20 students from the high school came over and participated in it. Because of this program, we did add another swim lesson class, and those kids that participated in the world's largest swim lesson are now signing up for swim lessons. That was a free program that we offered to the community back in June. We have sold 73 new memberships this summer, and 21 people have renewed their memberships. We have 8 kids in the junior lifeguarding class in June and another 6 in the junior lifeguarding class for July. And we had 10 kids in a pre-competitive swim team class that we started this summer as well, and we'll continue that in the fall. Tammy Worth, who works our guest services desk, has been promoted to the aquatic manager, and Sam Pixley is the facility tech person now. They are both now full-time positions. Cole has moved on. August 19th at noon, which is a Saturday, we will have Ice Cream King truck coming to sell ice cream at the pool parking lot. It'll be open to the community, just as something fun to do and to get people to the aquatic center. And on August 28th, we are partnering with the Missouri Department of Conservation to do an archery clinic in the field behind the parking lot, or behind the aquatic center. Does anybody have any questions?
Glad to hear we're doing different things.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any questions?
Sounds like memberships are picking up, so that's good.
Yes, we've been very busy.
Thank you. Next, we have from Ground and Maintenance Director, Justin Knoll.
Good evening, Mayor and Board. You have my report for July. Just notes from a couple things from the parks. So we had two ball tournaments, Gateway Fast Pitch Tournament, which they hosted about 60 games from July 7th, 8th, and 9th. We also had a men's slow pitch league state level tournament out there 2 weeks ago, and they were excited. Love the park and want to come back for another one next summer. Currently, we're hosting two a 5-on-5 soccer league and a 3-on-3 soccer league. They're kind of short, but just through the month of July and into August. We had 12 park rentals over the month. I'm not sure what the trending history is from last year, but I might start tracking that. Currently, just working on storm damage cleanup from the windstorm over the weekend, and kind of working on pushing back some of the brush lines along like Water Street, Warrior, and Pinckney Street, getting the sight lines just kind of pushed back off the roads.
Any questions or comments?
I saw the work the guys did on Warrior. Looked good. They also picked up a bunch of trash and kind of piled it up there. So,
Excellent, yeah. Oh, they're doing a good job.
yeah, they did a great job.
Long way to go yet. Yeah.
Thank you. Next, we'll hear from Public Works Director Guy Jeevers.
Good evening, Mayor and Board. You have my monthly report. A couple of highlights. They've been out installing new meter pits. They got 6 installed. We had a couple water line services replaced and repaired a fire hydrant. We had no sewer calls for the month. Cleaned out the sludge pit at the wastewater treatment plant and installed new diffusers. Questions? Comments?
Comment. Orange Blossom, they said thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay.
They said it looks beautiful. They said you guys went over and above what you were supposed to do. Very happy, so.
Thank you. Appreciate
you
that.
getting on that.
We had
Questions?
we had it all out there. We had the camera and
Yeah.
I
Any other
appreciate
questions or comments? You got? Oh, go ahead.
No.
Thank you, Guy.
you.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to close the regular Board of Alderman meeting.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Cullum, seconded by Alderman Schultz. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. We are so adjourned. Thank you.